Welcome to my channel. My name is Leilani. You could also call me Lay. I'm currently in Hawaii right now. I'm in an Airbnb. I'm gonna be here for a few days. I was gonna read this book on the plane, decided I didn't want to read physically, but the book's called Vanessa Jared's Gunman. Don't really know what it's about. I think it's like a second chance love romance, but I did read the book Empire of Lust on the airplane. It was a 6-hour flight. 4 to 5 stars. Dark romance, workplace romance, hate to love, lots of banter, lots of smut, very dark. Basically, we followed a character who thought she lost her baby when she was a teenager. Turns out it's a lie, so it's like 20 something years later. Turns out she has a daughter, her daughter's alive, and it's with like a guy who basically they despise each other, and it's type of like her boss type of thing. Really loved it, really loved the banter, like the storyline, like the drama. Love drama. Trigger warnings for abuse, like physical abuse. They mentioned stillborns and stuff, but I like the book itself was good. But I'll be reading this book for the next 2 days. I'll give you updates when I have them. I'm hungry. I'm about to eat soon, so I'll just give you footage. That's what I'll do. But yeah, talk to you later. So this is day 2 of Hawaii. I'm currently on the floor right now because I wanted to be on the floor. But I'm on chapter 3 of this book. So we met the characters. This is Michael. He is a sheriff. This is Vanessa. She is a 2-year divorcee. And Michael goes to Vanessa and is like, hey, my sister's about to marry your ex-husband and he's gonna scam her. I want you to help me break them up, basically. And Vanessa's like, I don't ever want to see that man. But when she shows him a picture of his sister is wearing her grandmother's ring, which was her old engagement ring. So basically they were out to plot and try to break up the couple. I will say I'm only on chapter 3, but I don't know if I actually like the writing style. but I'm enjoying, like, I'm interested in the plot. Like, I want to know what's gonna happen. Yeah, because the writing to me is okay. I decided to listen to this also on audio. It's all right. I think what's happening is it's very, I don't know how to describe, but basically the first chapter, it's Vanessa, and when she meets him, in her mind she's like, I want to have sex. And then the second chapter, it's his perspective, and then he's like, I want to have sex. And I'm like, bro, you just met each other and you don't know anything about each other. What are you doing? And I'm like, okay. So we're on chapter 3 now. She has like a little girl group of single ladies, and it's like a support group. So I'll let you know about other stuff when I get further into the book. But right now, if you want to know what page I am on page 28, chapter 3. That much into the book. So I'll give you an update when I have one. I'm about to go out again, probably go shopping, and yes.
We should be together in a little land beside the silvery sea.
Hi, okay, I'm here to give you another update about Vanessa's Jared's Got a Man. Honestly, I'm halfway through. I'm on chapter 12, I think. Yeah, page 121. My friend and I have been listening to the audiobook, and we both don't like it. We don't like the narration, but then also we don't like the characters. There was no connection between anybody. Everything feels forced. There was no tension. Just to let you know, this is in dual point of views. And since they've met each other, they've just been lusting after each other. And then now they admitted like they're attracted to each other, but then they're like, oh, but we can't sleep together. And I'm like, huh? Why not? Why not? And Vanessa like paints herself as somebody who's a good person, but how some wording is very seems very self-centered and selfish, you know? So we're gonna finish it, even though I kind of want to DNF it. We're still gonna finish it because now we're just here for the ride of dysfunction. But basically Vanessa went to his hometown to go confront her ex-husband, to get the ring back, also to tell his sister like, hey, he's not a, like, I'm his dead wife or whatever. And she got caught in a storm, and now she's rooming with the hot sheriff. But because she was caught in a storm, her car got messed up, so now she's gonna stay with him for a week, and they're trying to get to know each other. It's very boring, so I'm just waiting for the point where they actually have sex, you know, that's where I'm at. But other than that, it's day 3 of Hawaii. I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon. Hurt my foot. I had to buy new shoes because I had like a big old cut on my foot. So my friend is going to the store to go get me band-aids because we don't have any band-aids here. But other than that, I'll give you an update later. I think for audiobook wise, we have like 4.5 hours left. Our goal is to listen to some tonight, maybe some tomorrow, and hopefully before I leave, I will give you a last update on the book. But when my friend comes back, we're gonna go eat because I'm hungry. Talk to you when I have an update. It's the next day, so my last day in Hawaii. We're leaving in a few hours, but we did finish this book. Gave it a 1 star. Here's the thing, the characters have no like connection together. They've just been lusting after each other, and that's it. And then when they actually decided to have sex with each other, everything sounded mechanical and unsexy. Like some of the things that they have said, I was like, ew, that's nasty. It's not nasty, but it's like dies of cringe. Like it was gross. And then there's a section because basically she has to stay at his hometown for like a whole week because her car's messed up. But they're having like this fair, and they're doing like this auction where like you could win a date or whatever with somebody, and all the money goes to, I guess, like charity, but it's for high schoolers in the town. And he, the sheriff Michael, is put up for auction, so like people are bidding money for his time. And there's this person named Amanda who really likes him and is trying to go out with him, but he doesn't want her, so her highest bid is $2,000. Miss Vanessa decides to anonymously donate $2 million. $2 million for some dick. And I'm like, girl, stand up. What are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, she legitimately already had sex with him the day before, right? And I'm like, what are you doing? You know, you could even go like $3,000 or like $5,000. You don't have to jump a whole millions. And then she's like, well, money doesn't really mean anything to her. But then I'm like, if you had this much money, why were you complaining about like missing work? And then also, you could have just rented a car from the town to leave for the week if you have this much money that you don't need to worry about. Also, I think the only people I actually liked are her friends, because it's like a girl group and they're very like supportive of her. And that's, I really love like a supportive girl group, like go ahead and go get your man type of thing. The other thing is like the whole concept of the book is like them two about to confront his sister and her ex-husband. But while they are in the act of doing it for the second time, also I should put, like, this is all spoilers. But anyways, while they're in the act of doing it for the second time, like they walk in to them having sex, and I'm like, okay, tea. But the confrontation only takes like a few paragraphs, and then after confrontation it's still like 3-4 more chapters or 5 more chapters or whatever, and I'm like, you just let it go? That's it? That is it? And then I'm gonna be honest with you, I fell asleep during the last like 2 chapters, so I don't even know what happens, but like in my mind they get back together or whatever. So I have no desire to pick up this book to read the last 2 chapters, but I finished it, and I'm giving it a 1 star because it didn't hold my interest. I didn't really care for the main characters. The only part that I was like enjoying or would have enjoyed would be like the twist where like the ex-husband walks on his ex-wife fucking, you know, but that didn't really go anywhere. So this is a 1 star. I'm kind of sad because this is such a beautiful cover, and because this was a cover buy, I didn't read the back. I was just like, ooh, they're pretty, let me buy it. Unfortunately, I did not like this book. I'm debating if I'm gonna read again on the plane or if I'm just going to read or watch a movie. But I do have a few romance books on my iPad, so if I decide to read, I will film it on the airplane. Until then, I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna go to the aquarium, and then right after that we're going to the airport. I'm hoping our flight doesn't get delayed. But yeah, so I had a 4-star book this week, which was Empire of Lust, and then 1-star book. So I'm hoping, I have novellas, like romance novellas. Maybe I'll read one of those, so then we'll be good. I'll have like 3 books. So I have a lot of the novellas of Ali Hazelwood, so maybe I'll read her stuff. But talk to you when I have an update. The camera just tilted. Oh well, talk to you when I have an update.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
next day after the airplane ride. Next night. It's 11 p.m. currently. I went home after my 5-hour plane flight to an apartment that was just flooded. Whole apartment flooded. And then they had to call an emergency maintenance to come and push out all the water that was in my house. And then on top of that, they had somebody else come to figure out what it was. So something was wrong with my plumbing and they couldn't fix it. So somebody had to come today to fix it. And right now my house looks gross and it smells gross. But other than that, on the airplane I did read or start a romance book called Fake It Till You Bake It. And we followed 2 characters, so 2 perspectives again. And the first character is Donovan, who is a football player, but he enjoys baking. So he has a separate investment in a company he owns with another football player where he bakes cupcakes. But right now, his cupcake place is not making any money or any profit. And then the other character we're following is Jada, who is somebody who was on a reality TV show. And she got proposed on the TV show, but she rejected him because she didn't want to marry him. And because she rejected him, everybody who watched that show basically has made her public enemy #1, to the point where even if she gets recognized in public, people feel comfortable enough to walk up to her and then basically trash talk her and get all up in her face. And Jada and Donovan have met. She is someone who basically speaks her mind and has no filter. And she entered his cupcake shop and basically was shit talking it, and he was like, "Well, try cupcake and try to tell me my stuff is bad." But yeah, they have a little bit of spark, but right now you're like, oh, they're not going to see each other. But the twist is, Jada, I don't know if she has money or if like her family just has money, but basically she's not living up to the expectations that her parents want or her grandma wants. So her grandma gave her basically a deal, and it was like, if you keep a job, like a stable job for 6 months, then you can get the trust fund. If not, then she's basically giving away her trust fund money. And my thing, or my prediction, is Jada is gonna get a job at the cupcake shop and work close with Donovan, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, so I'm gonna read a little bit more tonight and then probably go to sleep. And then maybe finish it tomorrow, so I'll give you an update when I have one. I'll also give you an update on my apartment, because my goal is to go back tomorrow, move everything around, anything that's damaged, throw out. I have to do a hell of laundry because basically all my clothes got soaked. I was at a point, or I'm still at the point, where it's like, maybe I'll go throw them away, because I despise doing laundry, but then also, everything fucking smells. Like my whole house smells disgusting because of the plumbing. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but that's my mindset. I'll give you an update when I have one.